What's up? Is it working? Let's find out here. Sending data to Twitch, that's where I wanted to be. Still does not look live on Twitch yet. We're working on it here, boys. It's super wide, obviously. My screen's super wide, and I wanted to play in ultra wide, so we'll see what happens here in a second. Could always change it. Oh, it is live on Google. Or, nope. On, what the actual fuck? Can you actually see what's going on? Not really. Wait, no, 1440? It's not bad. I mean, it's terrible because it's not the right, obviously not the right fucking size, but I'm not going to be able to read those comments at all. It's a very niche thing, doing ultra wide gameplay like this. I just want to see if it works. Fuck it, let's just leave that on there for a little bit and just play around and see what happens. I literally can't see the actual fucking what can I do for that? I actually can't see the damn oh, that's the wrong thing. It's the wrong thing, silly. There it is. Hopefully this doesn't fuck this up at all. Let's try to... Can I put this always on top? That would be cool if I could do that. Unless it wants to be a bitch. Appearance. Always on top. Oh, is that gonna work? Oh, that might actually work for me. Is that gonna fuck up the stream? Probably not. I don't see why it would. I mean, it's cool. Cool. Alright. What the fuck? Let's just play around and see what happens here. Okay. I wanted to go over my day as well. I'm doing this because oh wait. Oh. We gotta get that out of there. Okay. I wanted to go over my day and kind of do this at the same time. This was B's idea, so it's kind of interesting. I'm doing the super ultra wide look to this here, and obviously not ideal for YouTube or Twitch viewing, unless you have like a freaking huge ass monitor, obviously, to view it in its native thing. But I'll probably change it later. But I mean, it's just I don't know how you do it then. I don't know how you would stream while you're playing on a full-size monitor. I don't know how you would play on a full-size monitor, and then push that down to like a 16 by 9, or I guess not full size, but like, can you shoot people in the air? Yes, you can. Haha, got him. Sick. I wonder if there's gonna be any lag or anything like in here, because this is a lot of shit we have going on right now. Oh, headshot, suck my dick, but yeah. So this is very interesting, though. Very interesting. Ooh, that's rough down there. I'm watching the stream. That is pretty bad. A lot of droppage. I don't know. We'll play one game, we'll see what happens, and then we'll probably switch it over and just talk. Because I'm probably going to get killed in the first 5 seconds here. So, that's good. That'll be good for us. Just finish up real quick. Oh, God. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, did he run right past me? This is already off to a bad start. Already off to a bad start. That's good. This is why we're not a streamer. This is why we don't do this. It'd be fun though. It'd be fun if people watched and we could talk about random jazz as I played poorly. Alright. What do we got? Foul? Ooh, I don't like foul. Okay, that's great. Good. Game over. Fantastic. I'm watching the stream and it looks kind of like shitty. It's like there's a lot of looks like there's a lot of droppage. Never said I was any good at this game. Let me look at something here. This is a fucking hell of a setup, though. Look at a couple things here. Wow, this thing isn't even. It's not even phased by anything we're doing here. Well, CPU is at 80 degrees, but that's pretty impressive. There was maybe I should try to render a video at the same time. See if that helps matters. Let me see this here. Keyframe interval 5. I don't know what that is, if that's a good or a bad number. I wanted to see if there was like dropped frames, because it seemed like there was a lot of. It said 0% frame drops. How does that work? It was just all like gross. Like it was like pixelated and stuff. I need to figure out and understand more about this. I'm just looking at some stats here. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No, I don't want to be in anything. Let me think here. I need to obviously go over my day, so I might just switch it. I wonder if you can switch the video mid-stream. Like, I wonder if you can switch the aspect ratio of the thing mid-stream, because this super ultra wide thing is not a good idea. Yeah, I think we're just gonna talk. This is a good idea, and we'll do this again. But I'm glad I tried it. But yeah, this isn't gonna continue like this. So what we will do is we'll go back to my bread and butter here, and let's see. Let's go here, and let's Let's just push that chat to the bottom. I don't know what that did to that. What do we want to do? I want to get rid of the game. I want to just do like me in the chat or something. Yeah, I don't know how the chat left the thing, but let's just try this. That's gonna look weird. And oh man, I would be very, very, very. Yeah, I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't. That's all right though. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to finish this like this, just because this is how we started it. And I'm gonna get out of this, get out of this, get out of this. So the music should be gone now, and I should be very red. This is so awesome though, truthfully, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I can't really, this is the dumbest thing ever. I'll just play around with this like as we're doing it right now. Although this is extremely annoying that this thing doesn't let you do this the way you want it to. There we go, that's better. Alright, now I'm going to try to salvage some of this, the look of this stream, even though it's a real pain in the ass. Transform, stretch to screen, fit to screen. Right in the middle there, and we'll say chat, and we'll say fit to screen. No, I don't want that there though. That's in my face, dude. Dude, that's in my face. Chat. This is pretty cool. I mean, truthfully, if anybody gives a shit about this, this is pretty cool from a from an actual like mess around perspective. Little concerned that I can't move this to the left or the right. Yeah, this is quite annoying. Oh, wait a second. There we go. Perfect. Okay. It was locked. Alright, this is great. I think everybody should still be able to hear me. And now, it's not ideal, but we can see everything, and we're just going to go through this like we normally would. So, tremendous. I'm going to get off of YouTube, so I don't have a viewer count that is off. I don't anticipate anybody really watching. Take these off, don't need those. Oh my back. Okay. Let's just go over our day and go to sleep. How's that sound? Sounds goody to me. Got a new cup. Free. Mom gave that to me. Let me look at this real quick. Oh, that's 0. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Great. Alright, I'm just going to talk. Don't really have anybody here, which is fine. I didn't actually share it. On my, damn, I love this camera, though. I didn't actually share it onto my personal profile, because I was messing with that game thing. But anyway, let's just talk, because I'm tired. And God, that was a terrible game. All right, so I worked at Ray's today. I was actually trying to film my day, because there's like a YouTube thing called like Film Your Day today, and I filmed maybe a couple clips. I don't know, maybe I could do something, but I doubt it. I worked at Ray's, just normal kind of stuff there. Not really the funnest thing to do. Definitely not really the most productive thing for me to do, because I have a lot of other stuff that I need to do. and but it's just something that I have to do. Luckily, I think I'm gonna have the day off tomorrow. Fingers crossed. That would be tremendous. I hope so. It's fucking 2 a.m. And I'm not asleep. So there's that. I did a special calendar thing. I had a story on my Instagram that that was about the special calendar thing in this monitor, which is obviously, as you can see in this one, like super ultra wide, obviously, and it's really cool for productivity and all that stuff. But it's pretty annoying. Not like annoying, but like, if you want to do a stream, I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to do it. So maybe like half the screen stream and the other thing. But again, not really. Like, I'll probably just have to play the games. I'm used to playing like Warzone in full screen, so like I don't know how the hell I'm gonna stream that without doing that, unless I like shrink it down, and then it's gonna be like real weird. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So, what else did I do? I hung out with some friends. We went like swimming and stuff. Myself, Amanda, a couple of our friends. That was pretty much most of the day. Truthfully, I worked and then I went there. And then there was a couple things though, like throughout the day. One of them was like, I actually got like normally with websites, everything that I've seen, with like websites, when you put a website up and then you have like a contact form, every single one of the contact forms that I get, like somebody sending a message, is spam, which is super annoying. But I actually got one that I think was somewhat legit today, and it was from a client's site because I hadn't set it over to forward to their mail, so I had to do a little revision there. But mainly, again, like, it's just like I don't understand the spam that gets through contact forms, but whatever. I guess however you're finding me, that's good. I don't know. I renamed this PC because I switched it over, or I refreshed it, and then I renamed it to SpaceX Mission Control. So thought that was kind of funny. It's pretty impressive though. I mean, like, the fact that it's able to do all this stuff is without going into any sort of overdrive. I mean, the fans are kind of loud right now. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're the loudest they get, and they're really quiet. So I mean, it's crazy. Then this is an interesting one. I should actually make some content on, like a video or something, because it's a weird thing. I went into my Google devices that I have signed into my main Google account, like my personal one, because that's where, like, different devices are set up on, even though they're set up on like 6 G Suite accounts. But I went in there and I saw one device that I didn't recognize, and it was a Linux device, and I was like, what the hell is it? So I did a little bit of research, and it seemed like people said that it would potentially be like a Google Home, like a little Google Home Mini or something, which I have. I have a Nest Mini over there, and I was a little confused because, like, some people said yeah that's it, and some people were like no that's not it, and then I signed out of the device, and it ended up being that. But like the point is that, like, everybody's giving me like total weird information. Like, I was like, yeah, maybe it's that. No, maybe you got hacked, like weird shit. And yeah, it was just kind of strange. So if that ever happens to you and you heard that here, then that's crazy, because that's pretty unlikely. But I should make something about that, or do something, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying the podcasting experiences. It's teaching me a lot about different people and the way that people do stuff. We should be filming another one tomorrow for AM and the PM. Already have the next one for FBP ready. Well, not ready, but filmed, and then I have to edit it, and then I have the next guest lined up for that. So we were kind of ahead of the game in some of the aspects. I need to make sure that I don't wait till the last minute with all that. I had 2 good conversations today. One with a couple different people, and I don't want to go crazy with it because, like, I'm kind of tired, and I don't really like how this is 32:9 aspect ratio and all this other stuff. I just kind of want to just go through the motions on this one today. But I had 2 conversations, and I would say that the first conversation is the fact that, don't give a shit about what other people think you're doing. It's plain and simple. You know, especially your family, they're gonna worry about you. They're gonna worry about, like, you know, how you're gonna, like, make money and shit like that. And I had that conversation, and it's like, you know, I had it with my grandmother, actually, and it's like, you know, I'm just doing what I'm doing. And it's funny because I turned the tables on her and I said, hey, when you started this restaurant, did you have somebody, or what did your friends think? What did your family think and stuff like that? And like, oh, you're gonna go out of business, this, that, and the other thing, or whatever. Like, you know, it's the same fucking thing. It's like, you know, it's always, people are just like, you know, they're doubters, and you can't even let that mentality slip in. It's like, the best thing that I can say is, like, what's the alternative? Like, what the fuck else am I gonna do? You know, like, I'm doing everything that I love. I'm enjoying everything that I do. There's definitely ways to make money in all this, and we're exploring those, and that's all you need. So I know that my life is gonna be tremendous, and it's gonna be everything that everything that I seek out. I'm gonna eventually get to. So I have no doubts in that regard. The other thing is, there's another random piece, like, old people, like, don't trust, don't trust, but don't, like, blindly follow people that you think are wiser than you, like, just like random old people and stuff. Just because they're older than you doesn't mean they know more than you. Times change, things change, and you know, don't just automatically assume that is going to be the you know, the thing that you should do. Like, take their advice, and whatever the case may be. Like I said, it was a kind of a specific conversation, but you know, there's that. And then the other piece to that conversation was, you know, if you want to do something, like, you have to do it. Like, I mean, there's not really another option. Like, if you go to college and you get a degree in something and then you end up not liking it, like, go do something else, you know, because you're just going to end up miserable, truthfully. Like, I've seen it firsthand in a lot of my kind of, like, family members and people that are close to me. It's like, if you go to school and you think that's the right thing to do, and then you get a degree, and then you get a job, and you start to hate that job in, like, 1 to 2 years, and you just continue to do it for the rest of your life is going to suck ass. Like, seriously. So all I'm saying, I'm not saying become an entrepreneur. I'm not saying, you know, quit your job. I'm not saying this, that, and the other thing. I'm saying introspection. Like, make sure that you know what you're doing and what you like, and where you're going and all that sort of stuff, and do your best to, like, give a shit about your life, because you only get one. And when I hear people, like, say, I don't want to do something, what the fuck are you doing it for? You know? I mean, like, seriously, what the fuck are you doing it for? There's so many, like, I know I talk about this a lot, but I can't explain to you how empowering my life, like, I have become in my life, and all these things, and, like, and how great I've started to feel. Definitely stressed because I'm trying to do a lot of things, but what I mean is, like, just fulfillment wise, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. And I just want other people to have that. Truthfully, that's it. That's the type of guy I am. I try to seek out things. I guess I'm an individualist at first, and then it's all collectivism right after that. Like, I'm just, you know, empathy, hand everything out, like, try to give all the knowledge that I can back, and that's what I like to do. So I found that out about myself, and I've been acting on it here for a while, and that is just something that I want to share with a lot of other people, and I think that it's important. And like I said, I kind of had a conversation. I was actually with my sister today about that, and you know, if anybody's, like, struggling, or if anybody, like, doesn't understand where they want to go next, like, just chill the fuck out. It's not a big deal, you know. But realize that it's always you. It's always for you. It's not for anybody else. It's not for your mom, your dad, you know, your boss. Like, fuck all that. It's for you. You're the one that has to get up every day and do what you want to do, and do what you have to do, you know, or whatever the case may be, whatever you signed up for. Because guess what? I mean, you can say until you're blue in the face. It's weird. I just got a Twitch notification. Doesn't matter. You can say until you're blue in the face that, you know, I want to quit my job. I want to do this. I want to be, you know, a comedian. I want to be an actor, whatever it is. But if you're not, like, actively pursuing that, then what the fuck are you doing? You know? I don't know. It's tough. I I don't like seeing people say that they want to do something and then not acting on it, you know, and it hurts. I mean, it really does hurt. So, you know, if you actually want to do something, go try it, because the worst that can happen is you hate it. And then when you hate it, you cross it off your list. And you're like, well, I don't like that. Let's try something else. Fine, cool. Now you're one step closer to finding what you like. I mean, because you know what you don't like. It just people just. I mean, again, everybody's in a different situation. Financially, especially, is always seems to be the thing that people go to most often. I mean, other times it's like people's opinions of them, but ultimately, if it's financial related, that's a difficult one, but it's not an insurmountable one. You just really have to have faith, and you have to look at, honest to God, like when you step back and really look at this. I mean, there's no debate. It's like, are you gonna waste your entire fucking life chasing things that you don't want, and like go into a job that you hate, or are you going to say, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna suffer for a little bit, short-term suffering as far as like, you know, what I can buy, how much things I can afford and stuff like that, and then, you know, basically I'm gonna live a tremendous life because I'm gonna be very fulfilled, and I'm not gonna have all these other like bullshit things that I bought because of how upset I am at my job, and like how I'm trying to like escape the reality of the situation that I've created. It's just terrible. Like, it's terrible. And I mean, ultimately, thank you, Tag Gamer, for whatever the fuck that is. Appreciate that. And you know, ultimately, you know, that's just kind of how I tend to think. And when I hear somebody, you know, say that they don't know what they want to do next, or they don't know, like, they don't think that they want to be what they went to school for and everything, like, it hurts me to hear that they think that they have to do that. Like, you went to school, you got a degree, fantastic. You don't want to be that anymore. That's fine. Like, do something else. Like, it's cool that you have a degree. Truthfully, I mean, college is a whole nother topic that I'm not going to get into because I'm way too tired to. But like, the point is, if you've gotten to that point already, then fuck. I mean, like, just get out of. You got to get out of debt somehow. Obviously, that's important. But you know, you've got a degree, and for some reason in this world, the one thing that's going to work to your advantage is that just that piece of paper is probably going to get you into a lot of different doors, which is, you know, good obviously for the person in this situation. But you know, there's no reason to feel like you can't go somewhere else. You can't do something else just because your degree says one thing. And there's never any reason to think that you can't do something for yourself. Again, not really pitching that. That's not really what I'm trying to do here, but it has brought me a lot of happiness and a lot of fulfillment. So I would recommend at least thinking about it, because I think a lot of people have better ideas than they actually wish to believe, and then like those ideas, if acted on, could lead to something great. And you know, that's like I said, that's kind of the life that I'm leading right now. And you know, I do my best to explain that to people and put it in a perspective that they can understand. And maybe some will, maybe some won't, but you know, I'm not here to I don't know. I'm not here to really decide for people, or try to change people and control people. That's not what I want to do. I'm just trying to give like some perspective, and then if anybody cares about it enough to listen to it, then fantastic. If not, oh well. I had fun. I had fun losing that fucking Call of Duty game in 5 seconds. I have fun coming on here every night and talking to this camera, especially with this dope ass setup now. So I mean, it's, you know, it's great. I'm really enjoying it, and it was something that I never had before. So I would urge you, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this, you know, on a rerun or anything, don't listen to anything I said other than initially. Like, just ask yourself the question, like, am I happy doing what I'm doing? And if the answer to that is, you know, If the answer to that is yes, then terrific. If you can answer that question honestly, then absolutely, then do that. If it's no, then ask yourself, well, am I moving towards happiness? And if you can answer that, yes, then, continue to do it and try to do it as fast as possible. If the answer to that is no, then you start to have some, what I would call some problems. Definitely fixable problems, but you have some problems because you're not progressing. You're not evolving. You're not trying to get to the next level. And it's not about being the best, like, in the world. It's about being ultimately the best person that you can be in a lot of different ways. And when you don't have somewhere where you're going, you don't have an aim, you don't have goals, you don't have somewhere where that it does. And don't get, I think a lot of people right here, they stumble and they think, well, Mark, I don't know what I want to do, so I can't have a goal. That's not it at all. I mean, the goal is to find out what the fuck you want to do if you're in that position. So literally anything that interests you, go fucking try to jump on it. Try to, like, you don't need to quit your job and go become a zookeeper. That's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is educate yourself in whatever it is you're interested in. And then through process of elimination and through a lot of deep thought and like maybe some experimentation, go see if that's what you want to do. It really sucks because, like, I'm starting to really see, like, a lot of people that really love what they're doing and are chasing that. And then I'm seeing a fuck ton of people that don't even, like, think about it. They think, oh, this is not even possible. And I had one other conversation that was kind of similar today. And it was about, like, reminiscing on and kind of looking back and providing feedback on one of the podcasts that we just did. Well, two of them, like the one with Pete on Fueled by Progress, and then the one on with Dave on Fueled by Progress. And it was just interesting hearing those conversations and talking about all that. And it was like, there's things that I've started to pick up on already with the conversations that I've had. And I don't know if it's a theme based on, like, the groups and the types of people or anything like that, but, like, you gotta have confidence. You gotta have fucking confidence. Like, if you don't have confidence in yourself, nobody else is gonna have fucking confidence in you. Truthfully, you just gotta have confidence. You don't need to be an arrogant prick. That's not what I'm saying. You don't need to be, like, the best person. Not what I'm saying. You just need to be able to say to yourself, I'm going to do my best today, and that's going to be absolutely more than enough to get the job done, And if it's not, then we fucking recalculate and we get them tomorrow. Like, that's all it takes. It's way easier said than done, but you don't. And here's the thing, though. Here's the kicker. You don't obtain that confidence until you start. Like, you really don't. Like, I'll tell you from personal experience. I knew that I was very valuable at the company that I worked at, but, like, I can't even imagine going back there at this point. Like, I can't imagine, like, I'm thinking back, and I didn't even think about, like, I couldn't even picture where I'm at today. Like, and I'm not even that far. Like, like I couldn't even. You don't, like, when you start to do shit, however big or however small, you just gain momentum and you gain confidence and you're like, wow, this is fucking cool. Like, I don't, I'm definitely doing something here. Like, I'm making some noise, and it's incredible. Like, truthfully, it really becomes incredible when you're actively able to move forward, gain that confidence, and then ultimately, when you do all of that, and you start to affect other people, kind of like I'm trying to do here, then you can push that on other people. Like, you not push that on, but you can dispel, I don't know, like, confidence, exude confidence to other people, like, because you're now the channel in which some of that passes through, some of the hope that we all need, right? Especially in times like these, it's fucking difficult to find. And I don't know. I just think that there's so many things. I'm starting to really become a believer that if you just want something, just go fucking get it. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to work for everything, but I think most of the time, you going out there and getting that or trying to get it is going to result in a positive, something positive. So, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the best way I can describe it. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm enjoying these podcasts that we're producing twice a week. This is not a podcast, just in case anybody is watching this. This is a live stream. I get that shit all the time. But yeah, I'm excited. I totally forgot today. I wanted to try it, but I didn't. I wanted to stream on Instagram as well. Maybe I'll try that tomorrow. But if anybody is watching, live, rerun, whatever, I really appreciate the support. I really do, truly. I'm on a journey here, and I have a lot of different stuff going on, and I'd love for all of you to be a part of it. I'm struggling. I've been struggling. This is an eternal struggle, is trying to explain to people what the fuck I do and the things that I want to do. And, the manner in which I'm trying to get those done and everything accomplished. And, it's tough. But it's definitely worthwhile, and it's very fulfilling. So, if there's anything I can ever do for anybody out there, trying to just like, consulting of like different ideas and stuff like that, I love doing that. I'd be more than happy to assist. But just as a takeaway from here on a very late Saturday night, Sunday morning, is just like, don't give a fuck about what other people think. I mean, it will literally ruin you. Don't live a miserable life. Like, don't passively run into or actively run towards a miserable life. I've seen it firsthand. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not fun. There's just there's very little reason for you to wake up the next morning. And that is awful, in my opinion. I was very close. To getting to that point. And I don't know if there's necessarily a point of no return. I'd like to think there's not. But it definitely gets harder. I was at my job for like 2.5 years, and that was way too fucking long. Like, because I started having those feelings at like year 1.5. So, there's nothing wrong with doing what you think you need to do. We're all fucking human. And one of the biggest things on this topic that I've noticed is when you start to feel something, that's normally a good sign to act on it. Because the problem becomes a couple things. One, when you start to feel that is the most like genuine feeling that you're ever going to have. Think about like if you're scared of something and you're like on a roller coaster and you get that terrible feeling in your stomach. You're not going to second guess that. Like that you're actually scared, or like, you get nauseous or whatever the case may be. Like if you wake up in the morning and you have that feeling about work, not like that exact feeling, but like a feeling about work that's negative, you need to act on it as quickly as fucking possible. Because if that starts to become long-term recurring, you're fucked. You are literally fucked. Because like, how are you gonna dig yourself out of that hole? I was only 2.5 years in, and I like didn't want to tell my my boss at the time. I didn't want to tell like anybody, because I was like, well, I've been here for a little bit now. I can't leave. Fuck that. Yeah, you can. It's your life. What are you gonna do? Sit there and rot? And I'm not saying like every job sucks. Like, that's not what I mean. And I'm not even saying that job sucked. I'm saying that wasn't the right place for me. And I know that it wasn't. And I had that feeling in me for a long time, and then I finally acted on it. And it was fucking difficult. But it was definitely worth it, obviously. And what I'm saying is, if you have that feeling, and it's like you might think it's like, spontaneous, or like, like a one-off thing or something like that, or like, maybe this isn't it. It's probably fucking it. Like, like your body, your mind, everything knows. Don't second guess the way that you're feeling, because it's fucking you. It's your life. So I don't know. This all runs together with the things that I like to talk about, and I've learned, and I like to share with people. You unfortunately sometimes can't have any of these luxuries, and these, not like luxuries, but like it's much harder to attain a good lifestyle and a good life in general, like a happy and fulfilled life, if you don't have like the financials in order. And you don't need to be fucking rich. You just need to not spend a lot of money. It's really not that like rocket science. It's hard. It's gonna be hard to do. Obviously, I've spent a lot of money on like the businesses here with all the stuff that I have now, but I'm kind of, I feel like I'm investing in that stuff, right? And you can do the same. The thing that I would recommend is don't buy stupid shit that you don't need, because when you buy stupid shit that you don't need to get out of a situation and escape from a situation that you don't like, you're really digging yourself a even deeper hole. So, go after what the fuck you want to go after, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise, and don't shoot yourself in the foot. That's pretty much it. Learn from everybody else's mistakes so you don't have to make them. That's what I try to do every single day, and it's been working pretty good. I think I'm doing a lot of things. I'm making a lot of progress. I'm starting to gain some momentum here, and I want to share all of that with everybody that is willing to, listen. So that's all I got. I mean, that's kind of my TED talk for the evening. I apologize that I apologize for a couple things. One, my terrible ass COD gameplay. That was tremendously awful, but we will get back. We will fix it. We'll fix the stream and everything like that. Also, that's the other thing I want to apologize for, was like the weirdness of the aspect ratio. That was because I was trying to game on the whole screen. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. But again, I'm serious about that. Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Seriously. I cannot recommend that enough. So, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, I got a podcast. We got a podcast episode. Might do some swimming. We have a hockey game, championship hockey game actually, and I'm gonna try to stream on Instagram as well tomorrow, as well as Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook like I am now. Try to add Instagram to the mix. I think I know a way to do it, so I'm gonna give it a shot. But all right, well, I'm tired. I appreciate anybody that tuned into this. Thank you so much. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you watched on the rerun, thank you as well. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. See ya. I don't know when to turn this off.